In this video, we'll be looking at some extra examples for 6.4. So the first example I want to look at is finding a side length. So find QR. And here's the information we're given. Okay. So we're given this information, and now we want to find QR. We're also given this. Apologize. So in our picture, we're given this. So we're given all the tick marks, and we're given the equations, and now we can see which pieces are congruent to which. So if I'm looking for QR, which equation can I set up to help me find QR? Well, QR is equivalent to one tick mark, UZ. So I can say QR equals UZ. Now we're ready to plug everything in and solve. So I'll say QR 5x plus 8 is equal to UZ 2x plus 23. Now I'm just solving for x. Okay, so we got x equals 5. Remember, we want to answer the question. So we're going to plug that 5 back in. So the question says find QR. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find QR. So I know QR equals 5x plus 8. That's given to me right there. And now I'm just going to plug my x in. Like so. Okay. Now let's step it up a little bit, see if we can reach back into the past for our solving ability. So we're going to be given this. And then we're given triangle JKL is congruent to triangle MNP. angle JKL equals x squared plus 5x minus 6. Angle MNP equals 4x. And angle MPN equals 10x. Like so. Okay, so let's set up our congruency statement, solve, plug back in. So if I'm looking for a J, we're asked to find angle JKL. Forgot that piece. So we want to find what angle JKL equals. So JKL, angle JKL, using that same order, is going to be equivalent to angle JKL MNP. That order matters. So since I'm looking for this order, JKL, I'm going to use the same order on my other triangle. JKL MNP, just like that. So I'm going to go over here and say angle J, switch colors since I'm doing my work now. Angle JKL is equal to angle MNP. Again, just using the order in our congruency statement. The order of the letters tells a story. JKL, that exact order, the first, second, third, same order, first, second, third, MNP. Okay, so let's plug in our information. So I have x squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 4x. Now we got to solve a quadratic. So we want this to equal 0. We'll factor, and we'll solve. So the first thing I do is subtract 4x. I have x squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. Now we can use our AC method. Negative 6 at top, 1 on the bottom. What multiplies to negative 6 and adds to positive 1? That would be 3 and negative 2. I can jump to my factors. X plus 3 equals 0. X plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 0. X plus 3, x minus 2 equals 0. Now we split it. Okay, so we found two different answers. How do we know which one's correct? So to answer the question, we'll plug in both. We need to plug in both x values. Plug in both x values. And we'll see which one makes sense. And what's typically going to happen is we'll get a positive number for one x value and we'll get a negative for the other. So when we plug it in, we want to make sure we keep that positive because we're measuring. So this needs to be a positive distance. So I'm looking for angle JKL. Find angle JKL. So let's go angle JKL equals x squared plus 5x minus 6. So I'm going to have to do it two different times. Once where I plug in negative 3 and once when I plug in 2. Okay, so let's plug in negative 3. Negative 3 squared plus 5 times negative 3 minus 6. So negative 3 squared is 9. Minus 15 minus 6. 9 minus 15 would be negative 6. Negative 6 minus 6 is negative 12. This is a distance, so we do not want the negative 12. Because we are looking for positive measurements. Okay, let's plug in 2. So we do not want this. That might be confusing. So when we plug in 2, we get 2 squared plus 5 times 2 minus 6. 4 plus 10 minus 6 is 14 minus 6 is 8. Yes, 8, because we are looking for positive measurements. Okay, so that's how we can solve, and we're going to have to reach back into the past and use some of our old techniques of solving quadratics, such as the factoring technique. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.